Everybody, happy KenKen Sunday, November 16th. Hope everyone is having a nice weekend. -6 can only be 1-7. There's a 7 here. I'm heading out on a short trip in a few hours, but I wanted to squeeze in the puzzles before I headed out the door. Also, if there's anyone new, I am not claiming to be an expert in doing all these puzzles, and I don't claim to know the best way to solve these. I just had been solving them forever, and I thought, and I noticed other people were struggling with it, and I thought it would be fun to try and record how I was solving the puzzles. That hopefully people could pick up some tips and tricks and learn that way, but certainly I in no way claim to know the best way to solve these puzzles. And I'm sure people have faster, smarter ways of doing it than I am. But thought this would be fun and maybe helpful. Okay, enough of the caveats. Well, this can't be 1 and 5 because of this, and it can't be 2 and 6 because of the 2. So this has to be 3, 7. So missing in this column, 1, 2 is 4 and 6. Well, 4 and 6 work in here and here, unfortunately. This can only be a 2 or a 3 based on that. I'm wondering, does this have to be 1, 6, 4? Is that the only way to do this, especially if we know this can only be a 4 or a 6? No, obviously. If this could be a 4, this could be 2, 3. Okay. So this is either 1, 4, 6 or 4, 2, 3. But that doesn't have to be the 4. We'll get there, hopefully. What else we got? This is 6, 2 or 4, 3. Oh boy, this is puzzles that have lots of subtractions and additions are tough because there's just so many more combinations than there are for divisors or multiplication. This is 2, 6 or 3, 1, 1, 2, 2, 4, or 3, 6. Because like you can't even play where does the 5 go or where does the 7 go, because like they could go here, 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 here. Lots and lots of options. Thinking about that 7 though. So like in the top row, 7 doesn't go in there. It could go in here, could go in here. 7's gone from there. And here, oh, well, the 7 could even go here. That's not helpful. But it doesn't go here, doesn't go here. Could go in here, doesn't go in here. You know, it's really annoying that the 7 could go in here, because I was going to say the 7 has to go somewhere in here, but it doesn't, because we could place it there. Oh, this puzzle might be one of those that makes me want to tear my hair out. Well, okay, the bottom row, where does the 7 go? No. The answer is no here because of this and this. It could go here, it can't go here, it can't go in here. So we did find one of the 7s. Makes that a 4. And I guess it's just, we're gonna have to just slog our way through. This is really hard. I'm getting kind of stuck. I'm seeing like tiny things. I don't know. But nothing that I can really rule anything out. Like, well, I think the 4 has to go in here. Because I can't put it here because of this. If I put it here, oh, this could be 4-1. Never mind. I was going to say 4-7, which blocks it, and then I can't put a 4 in here. But, shoot, this could be 4-1. And then that would have allowed me to put the 4 in here, which also would have done absolutely nothing, because maybe the 4 has to go in here anyway. Maybe that's it. Is there any way to do this without a 4? I don't think so. Right? It's 6-4-1 or 4-3-2. That's it. I mean, it doesn't really do anything for us. I can even 24 equals 6-4-1 or 4-3-2. Pretty sure that's it. So what does that mean if the 4 is in here? Can't put it there. So the 1, I'm trying to think, like, does that have any impact on the second row if I can't put the 4 here? If I can't put the 4 here, this could still be a 2. It could still be 2-1. If I can't put the 4 here, the 1 can't go here. Yeah, it's not giving me anything meaningful. I mean, look, like, pick on something. The 6. The 6 could go here. It could go here. It could go here. Or it could go here. Just to pick on one row and one number. There's just a lot of options. The 4 here, this can only be 1, 2, or 3, 6. The 1 can't go here. I could put the 1 here. 5-4, 6-3, or 7-2. Oh boy. I hope this puzzle doesn't make me late for my trip. This is really stymieing me. I'm still looking at the 7s and the 5s up here, because 7 and 5 don't go in here, don't go in here. So it's either, if the 7 goes here, 7-4, fine. This becomes 5-1, fine. Or the 5 goes here, right? Where does it, in the top row, where does the 7 go? Where does the 5 go? The 7 could go here. This goes 7-4, this goes 5-1. Or the 5 goes here. This is 5-2, this is 7-3. I guess that all still works. I actually wonder if it works. What did I say? If this is the 5, this is the 2, that makes this 3-6. I'm gonna try and remember that. 3-6 would go here. That would make this 7-3, which makes this 6-4-1. Oh, I've lost the plot here. 6-4-1, 7-3, 5. 2 would go here. And that would work because this was 6-3. I could put a 1 or a 4, or put the 1 here, not the 4. Ugh. Sorry if you weren't following that. I was just spilling out whatever was in my head. If this was a 5, could I make it all work? And the answer was yes. I don't think I want to do that all again. Oh, but wait. If this is a 5, this is a 2, right? That makes this 3, 6. If this is a 7, this is a 4. That also makes this 3, 6. So this is 3, 6 no matter what. Right? The 5 and the 7, one of them is going to go in here, one of them is going to go in here. If this is the 5, this becomes a 2, which impacts this, and this becomes 3, 6. If this is the 7 instead, this becomes a 4, impacts this, this still becomes 3, 6. So this is this no matter what. If this is a 5, that's a 2, 3, 6. If this is a 7, that's a 4, 6, 3. Oh, okay, this 6 makes that a 4. These are not 4s, but they're either 3, 2 or 6, 1. That was wild. I guess I could say this can only be a 5 or a 7. And this could only be 7, 3 or 5, 1. All right, well, if it's 5, 1, 6, 4, 1's eliminated over here. This is 4, 3, 2. And if this is 7, 3, 4, 3, 2 is eliminated. This is 6, 4, 1. Which means this, what number's missing? If this is 7, 3, this becomes a 5. This is 6, 4, 1. This would be a 2. If this is 5, 1, this becomes a 7. Five, 1, 7, 4, 3, 2. So you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is 6 the missing number now? If this is 5, 1, this is a 7. Yeah, it's 6. Aha. Oh man, we're slogging through this thing. But this can't be a 6 because the 3 is here. Boy, I hope I'm doing this right. If this is 5, 1, this becomes the 7. This becomes 2, 3, 4. The missing number is 6. But it can't be because of that. So this is a 2. Because of the 4, this is a 1. Again, sorry, planes are coming in. I don't know if you can hear that. Okay, let's assume I didn't screw everything up and this is still right. If this is a 2, 4, 3, 2 is out. This is 1, 6, 4. 1, 6, 1, 6. And then this is 3, 7. 7's here. So that's a 5. That's a 2. And whew, the only numbers left here in this row are 4 and 5. And that is good because they have to be next to each other. Oh man. My head hurts. Does your head hurt? My head hurts. Ah. All right, slog through the first 2 rows-ish. And then the other thing, that I was actually thinking about something else first, but I got caught up in here. I noticed that, okay, these bottom three rows, I was playing the where does the 5 go game, and it's frustrating because the 5 could go in here, which means there's I can't say I've always got an outlet for the 5. I can always put one in here. But if I changed my mindset a little bit about it and said, well, okay, you're right, one of them goes in here, but that still means we need 2 more 5s in the bottom 3 rows. We got one here, but we still got to put one in this row and this row, or whatever the mix and match is. And, oh, look at that. Was this here all along? Where does the 5 go? No, 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 no. Was that here the whole time? I'm sure you all saw that before I did. Anyway, okay, well now, where does the 5 go? No, maybe, no, no. All right, so the 5 goes in here. This is 1, 5. Did I miss something easy all along? And where does the 5 go? No, maybe, 5, 4. No, no. Wow, okay. Alrighty, also no more 5s in this column. Because of the 5 here and the 5 here, that means these 2 5s are gone. And then got the 5 here, got it here, got it here, got it here, got it there, got it there. We don't have it here, but we know it doesn't go there. It doesn't go here because the 5s are gone. Doesn't go here, doesn't go here, doesn't go here. The 5 is in here. This is 5, 2 somehow. And all right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have all the 5s generally placed. How about our 7s? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're missing. So there's, because of this, there's 1 in this row and 1 in this row. Well, we know it. 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't have it here. 5, 6. So it's either it's in this column, and then it's the opposite of whatever this and this is. And yeah, I could put it here or here right now, I think. I'm not even going to write it in, but the other 7, the last 7 is going to go here or here. Okay. That felt a little bit like progress. This 1, 5 means that's not a 1, so that's our 2, that's our 1. This can only be 1, 3 or 2, 6, but the 1's gone, so this is 2, 6. And we got 1, 2, we're missing a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is a 3, which makes that a 6. Here, we got 1, 2, we're missing a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If this is a 3, that's a 6. If this is a 6, that's a 2, that's a 6. This 2 makes that a 5, makes that a 2. This 5 makes that a 4, makes that a 5. What are we missing here? A 1. And what are we missing here? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 5. Need a 7 to make 12. That is our other 7. This 7 makes that a 3, makes that the remaining 7. This can only be 3, 4 or 2, 6, but the 6 is gone. So this is 3, 4. There's a 3 here. This row is missing a 2, 2, 6. Do we have a lot? 2, 6, 3, 6, 2, 6, 3, 6. What's that about? 3, 6. What's going on here, people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a 6. This column is missing a 1. 1 plus 6 is 7. You need 3 more to make 10. This row is missing a 4. 4, you need a 2 or a 6. The 6 is gone. This row is missing a 2. This 4 makes that a 5, makes that a 4. This 5 makes that a 1, makes that a 5. This 1 makes that a 6, makes that a 1. Huh. So I don't know. What was the... I guess there was that morass in here with the 7s and the 5s and figuring that out. And then I don't know if you all caught it before I did, where the 5s go down here. I apologize that I missed that earlier. But anyway, have a good weekend.